Imagine Coach Greg weighing over 200 pounds with a minuscule little wasp of a waist. Chris Bumstead, I am coming for you. And how did I make this possible? Coach Greg, and today I'm going to tell you the secret to a smaller waist. How many of you would love to have a smaller waist? I know I did. If you're a competitor, perhaps you compete in men's classic physique, women's bikini, men's classic bodybuilding, anything. Or even if you're not a competitor, one of the most important features people look for is a small waist. But what if your waist isn't small? What can you do to make it look smaller? Well, the first thing that comes to mind is lose some body fat. Clearly, if you eat too many calories, you're in a surplus, you're going to store unwanted body fat. So by doing exercise or eating fewer calories, you are going to burn off some of the fat in the stomach, making it smaller. But that's pretty obvious. But what else can you do? When I said I wanted to turn pro, to get my pro card, I was told wouldn't be able to do it. My waist was too wide. So what did I do? I built my shoulders wider. The wider you build your delts, especially the lateral head, the smaller your waist will appear. If your shoulders are built as wide as a barn door, your waist, even if it's big, is going to appear smaller. So if you do have a wide waist, build the delts as wide as you possibly can. What else can you do? Well, let's look at our history. The use of a corset. Corsets squeeze and compress the waist and can even move around your organs so that your stomach does in fact get smaller. And to a smaller extent, the use of waist trainers, especially while wearing the waist trainer, of course, your waist is going to appear smaller. But once the waist trainer comes off, the stomach is going to slowly stretch back to normal. And for it to be effective, you have to wear it all day. You can't just wear a waist trainer for a couple of hours a day and expect to have a smaller waist. But there is, in fact, a better way, which I discovered, and I put it into effect, and it actually worked. And worked extremely well. And you're not going to believe it. You're going to be shocked and amazed. And this is easy for anyone to do. Anyone can do it. And no, it's not my cookbook. However, it can help you to lose fat if you're in a deficit. It's even better than that. But I think the proof is in the pudding. After all, seeing is believing. You're thinking, yeah, Coach Greg, you're full of it. You can't actually get a smaller waist. I'm coming for Chris Bumstead at the Olympia. Now that I have the secret to a smaller waist. As you can see in the before photo, my waist isn't small enough. If I had a smaller waist, everything would appear larger. And because of my weight class, I can't hold enough mass to be able to compete with the likes of Chris. But now that I'm able to get my waist smaller, I'm able to add muscle in other areas like my shoulders, my arms, my legs. So are you ready to see the improvements I've already made? And this is off HRT. Are you ready? So you've seen the before. Everything looks pretty good. It's not bad, but my waist isn't tiny. It's not minuscule. It's normal. It's not big. It's not tiny. It's normal. Yeah, I have muscle, but the waist isn't small enough to stand out against the best in the world. But now, how do I compare now? Boom! Notice the shrinking of the waist. Look how much smaller my waist is. You can tell immediately that there's been a difference. Shrunk my waist down. And I thought, well, why stop there? Why stop at shrinking your waist when you can be taller? I mean, why should I be a manlet? I don't need to be a manlet. I've always had too short a tibia. The lower leg, it's too short. My upper body is made to be 5'10", but my legs are made to be 5'3". That's the problem. So I have a longer upper body and short lower body. So why hold back there? Why not lengthen my tibias? So I said, let's go for it. So I have longer tibias. I am now 5'10", and my new weight limit is over 200 pounds. Imagine Coach Greg weighing over 200 pounds with a minuscule little wasp of a waist. And how did I make this possible? Thanks to CGI. Did you think it was going to be the corset, the waist trainer, the cookbook? Maybe you thought it was going to be a bunch of sit-ups or side bends. Maybe fasted cardio or intermittent fasting. Oh, no, maybe you thought it was going to be practicing the vacuum pose. Practice the vacuum pose before bed, or no, practice the vacuum pose in bed. What did you exactly expect it to be? CGI. So let's watch this happen in action. So you can see normal width waist, but well, I don't like my waist. So let's just alter this. Oh, I know. Make sure you stand with a clear colored background with no lines. A lot of times on social media, you will see pictures that have been filtered, photoshopped, altered. It's been photoshopped to make the waist look smaller, or maybe to make the quads look bigger or the biceps bigger. Very easy to do. But did you know you can actually do this with moving videos? Check out this example of this female. She looks great. She looks amazing, but apparently not amazing enough. So why not alter it? Why not make the waist smaller? Maybe let's make the glutes bigger. Let's do whatever, because, well, society is never happy anymore. We have unrealistic expectations of what perfection is. So if we can't actually achieve it on our own, well, let's let CGI do it for us. And you think this is the only time that people do this on Instagram? You don't think they do this in movies. If I can do this as Coach Greg, and I'm a freaking moron, if I can do it, imagine what a $100 million budget movie can do. To make your favorite superhero or actor have a smaller waist, bigger biceps, vascularity, maybe needs bigger traps, bigger chest muscles, more abs. They can easily manipulate any video to fool you into thinking that that's what they really look like. Seeing is not believing, at least it isn't anymore. Used to be, I'll believe it when I see it. Now it's, I'll never believe it. You can show me anything and I'm still like, maybe. Well, I just showed you visual evidence. Yeah, meaningless. Could have been altered. So the next time you see your favorite fitness model, your favorite social media influencer, ask yourself, is this real? When the person in the video themselves doesn't look as good as the person in the video. Oh, I don't like my age. I'm getting too old.
Younger than last time. Coach Greg Jr.
I don't want to be the parrot from Aladdin. I want to be Aladdin himself.
I'm not happy with myself as a human being, so I decided I want to be digitalized.
Cute.
You don't like living in the real world? You can filter out everything. And Allie, oh, I don't want her to look normal anymore. Hey, come here. Hey, look in this filter. And all of a sudden your eyes are 3 times bigger than they should be, and your skin looks perfect, and you're a Disney character. You're Cinderella, you're a princess. Social media can no longer be trusted anymore. Everything is a trick, everything's magic or make-believe. Just because you see a photo or a video doesn't mean it's real. It's like we're kids again and we believe in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. We just do. We're young. We see it. We're told something. We don't know what to believe. That is what's happening to us, and we're adults. We see something and we're like, I want to look like that. And it's made up. It's made believe, but yet you thought it was real. Doesn't mean you should give up on trying to be the best you that you can be, but don't set yourself up for failure and expect to be able to achieve something that someone else has, because that someone else probably never even achieved it themselves. Oh, and you didn't fall for it. It was too obvious because I made my waist too small. Well, what if I only chopped down 1 inch? Would you believe it then? So the key is the people that are making these differences are making them so subtle, so slight, that it's believable. They're not going to make their waist go from 30 inches to 15 because that is too obvious. But they could easily go from 30 to 28. You don't think people are doing that? Adding 1 inch to their shoulders, arms, quads, taking 1 inch off their legs, drawing in a little bit more abs than they actually have. Happens all the time and has happened for years. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IFBB Pro. Bloops are over there. Watch one video. Subscribe. Click the freaking bell button. Buy my cookbook, trading book. Subscribe to my newsletter. And until next time, I'm out. You just don't know what's going on. You see Santa? Is it the real Santa? I don't know.